I thought it was a really good team win. I really loved the way our defense played in the second half. Offensively, we left about 20 points out there, but overall, it was a really good team win. I thought special teams set the tempo for the game. We got really good physical guys on our special teams, and happy to see Jalen pop that return, and I think next time he won't freeze up and score. So other than that, he scored 38 points. Really did not play very well offensively.
Bruce, how nice is that you can cut all you're left to is kind of pick and nits with the second half of a game where you lead by so many. The second half doesn't really matter. It's just gotta be nice.
Oh, they matter. We let everybody we played back in them, and we were determined not to make this one close. And defensively did their job. Offensively, again, you get stopped inside the two as many times as we did. That's ridiculous.
Coach, like you said, you scored 38 points. It didn't play real well. How much potential does this offense have?
When we run the ball like that, a ton. But, we weren't really that sharp in the passing game, even though statistically we had a bunch of touchdowns, but they were all short fields. Didn't like the way we played with long fields. Really didn't like the second half drive. We wanted to go no huddle, tire them out. We had that no huddle drive right before half. And we execute pretty good, and we don't make the third down. Just a bad audible.
Coach, got to be frustrated to see D and apologize, your other Jamel go down today. But outside of that, how about the way they've responded the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, everybody stepped up. Pierre got an interception, D got an interception. Don't know how bad D's ankle is. I think Jamel's fine, but we'll wait and see on his shoulder. But that was a heck of a tackle he made. But yeah, each week's different, and obviously we have a hell of a test next week.
Bruce, this franchise has been going since 1976. Never been 6-1 before. You're 6-1. What's that say about the guys in that room?
It's a heck of a roster. When you look at all the guys who have not played the last 3 weeks, and who stepped up, it's a credit to Jason, Spytek, and those guys for giving us good players. But it's a hell of a job by the coaches coaching those guys in a week or 2 weeks and getting them ready to play against a really quality football team. So I think it speaks volume. I wish and hope we get a bunch of guys back, if not this week, for sure 2 weeks.
Bruce, on defense, you've kind of been holding on, right? Your offense is outscoring people, but today it was your defense that kind of set the tone. How good did that feel to see them give your offense a short?
Yeah, it was awesome, and I think Todd loves seeing rookie quarterbacks, and that was a situation where they had a great plan to get after him, and and really disguise coverages and utilize a bunch of different pressures. Yeah, it was outstanding defense. I didn't like seeing us get to run on us that much, but because we're going to have a hell of a back next week.
Coach, penalties were something that you wanted to clean up. You guys didn't have a penalty until the third quarter, only finished with one. Can you talk to that? Yeah,
I mean, again, this game last year was kind of the earmark for that, and it's on the players. We talk about it, we show tapes, and it's on them. And I thought today it looked like we played really clean football, hard physical football.
Bruce, when you take a step back and look at what this defense has done over the last 7 weeks with the number of people that have gone down, is it fairly remarkable?
Yeah, I mean, because it's not like we're just playing one coverage. Todd's putting in a hell of a plan where we get pressure, we're mixing up our coverages, our safeties are doing a really good job of disguising, and those corners have stepped up and played. Rashad went in and played good. Pierre goes in, gets an interception. D gets an interception. So, I mean, that is really good coaching. I got to give Todd a ton of credit for that.
It seems like every touchdown Tom throws is a record, right? and today he threw 600, and Mike handed the ball away.
Yeah. So you're going to have to go get that guy 2 jerseys to get that ball back.
Was that the ante for that?
Yeah, I was like, either get 2 of Tom's, but you need to get that ball back for him. And he said, does he really want that ball? I said, I'm betting he wants that ball.
Coach, when you look at Brady, everybody talks about he's not a scrambler, but what he does is he'll take a step or two in a direction and extend the play. He's a master at that, isn't he?
Yeah, and he works extremely hard. That's what you guys go to practice. You see him working on those drills day in, day out of staying and moving in the pocket. And when he gets outside, and he feels it, and the great ones do feel it. There's been so many great quarterbacks that weren't scramblers, that step to the right, step to the left, complete a ball, slide out like you did last week, slide out this week, make a play.
Going back to Tom Brady's 600 career touchdown passes, It amazes all of us, but does it amaze you that he's reaching these milestones?
No, because every day he comes to practice, it looks like he's 12. You know, it's just, I mean, I've played against him for so long. Yeah, the numbers, they're staggering. They'll probably never be broken. I say that, but who knows when the next Tom Brady's going to come. But they are staggering, but when you're watching practice every single day, you don't see the age.
Mike had 3 touchdowns in the first half. Was he just getting man coverage that he normally doesn't see? Or?
Yeah, I think both of them were actually double. You know, he beat the double coverage on the deep end. He beat the double coverage on the fade, which was a great throw, but unbelievable catch. And the other one, they actually bracketed him inside out, and Tom just stuck on him, and big physical guy just took the shot and scored.
Bruce, you just said who knows when the next Tom Brady might come, but realistically, when you think about that, if you think about that, how unlikely is it that another Tom Brady will ever come in a sport like
Yeah,
that?
I doubt seriously there will be another team like the one he was on for all those years and the one he's on now, you know, because he has a bunch of individual records on a team sport. And I always harp about it. It's not just Tom. There's 10 other guys out there with him and 11 on defense. And that defense he had in New England, the defense he's got here, has helped him win a bunch of games, and those guys up front keeping him clean.
Coach, if you don't double team Sue and Vita, now you got them running free, but if you do, you got Shaq and JPP. Is it just, pick your poison with that?
Oh yeah, I mean that front four when they're humming, then you throw Joe in there in some packages, but then that frees up Devin and Kevin and Levante. Hopefully we'll have Levante back next week.
First, the run game's been very productive since the loss to the Rams. How much credit to the O-line? How much credit to the backs, tight ends?
I think it's all, yeah, you got to throw the tight ends in there because you can't run in this league, especially against a 4-3, without tight ends blocking big guys. And they've done a hell of a job. The backs are running hard, you know. Really happy to see Keyshawn get in there because he can really run too. Rojo had a hell of a ball game. Lenny had a good game. But, it's a concerted effort by all those guys. And once you get to the second level, now it's on the running back. You know, and when you have long runs, your receivers are blocking. And so it's a good collective effort in the run game right now. I know we had a hell of a night. And, we'll see how it goes next week.
Bruce, everybody plays hurt, obviously, but JPP is kind of cobbled together here, and there was a point where he ripped Justin Fields down with one arm because he's got a club on the other hand. Can you just talk about,
No, he's a warrior. He's a warrior. And I told him last week, I said, you just get to Sunday. Whatever it takes, get to Sunday, and you don't have to practice. I know what you're going to do. And he had almost knocked a strip out over on the tight end and got around the quarterback a bunch. And he just, the energy he brings and the way he plays the game, I've never been around too many warriors like him.